You spent weeks hunting for the exact piece of equipment your business needs to take on that next big project. Maybe it's a skid steer, a commercial transport truck, or a specialized piece of manufacturing machinery. You finally track it down at a dealership. Now, with traditional lenders, this is where the headache begins. But with Jocova Financial, the application process is fast, simple, and completely digitized. You apply online in minutes, provide your information just once, and you're done. No endless back and forth, and no administrative runaround. You get the good news quickly. You're approved. You're ready to roll. But then reality hits. By the time you head back to finalize the details, the salesperson drops a bomb on you. Sorry, we actually sold that exact unit yesterday. Or maybe they look at their supply chain and mention that the manufacturer is backed up, and it won't actually arrive for another 8 to 12 weeks, which is completely useless for the contract you just signed that starts next week. What happens next is a massive operational trap that catches hundreds of Canadian business owners every single month. You realize that dealer doesn't have the asset you need anymore, but you do some quick scouting and find a better price at another dealership 3 towns over. Or maybe you realize you actually need a bigger piece of equipment that the first dealer doesn't even carry. Or quite frequently, you find a perfect mint condition, lightly used option from a private seller or a local equipment auction down the road. Normally, you'd think, no problem, I'm a well-qualified buyer with approval, I'll just go by that other one instead. But if you went through standard legacy lending or captive dealer financing, that approval is legally tied to that specific dealer's inventory. It doesn't travel with you to buy from someone else. Traditional banks force you to hit the brakes completely. You have to start a brand new application from scratch, submit your sensitive business data all over again, and let another financial institution run a hard inquiry on your credit bureau. This cracks your credit score even further, forces you to provide the exact same documents over and over again, and restarts the agonizing waiting game. While you are stuck waiting for round 2 of underwriting, history repeats itself. That second machine gets sold out from under you, or worse. The deadline to bid on your project passes entirely. Your competitor swoops in and walks away with the contract because they had their equipment ready to deploy, while you were stuck waiting on a spreadsheet in another underwriter's inbox. Traditional financing turns you into an absolute hostage to one specific lot. It does not have to be this way. At Jocova Financial, we believe your financing approval should belong to you, your business, and your operational timeline, not to a specific piece of iron sitting on a specific dealer's lot. We've completely re-engineered the process to give Canadian business owners ultimate flexibility. When you get approved through Jocova Financial, that approval isn't trapped at one single dealership. It is a market-wide approval that stays firmly in your back pocket, and it is locked in and good for a full 90 days. By doing just one single credit application with us, you save hours of wasted time, protect your credit score from multiple hard inquiries, and completely eliminate the frustration of sending your files to 5 different finance offices. This gives you 90 days of absolute freedom and buying leverage across the entire Canadian marketplace. If you apply to buy a machine and the dealer sells it before you can make your final decision, no problem at all. Take your Jocova approval and buy from their competitor down the road. Did you source an identical model elsewhere for a better price? Great. Save the money. Your approval moves with you. Do you realize midway through the process that your crew actually needs a heavier rig that the first dealer doesn't carry, or that a private seller has an immaculate unit available immediately? Done. Your approval seamlessly transitions to cover the new asset. From the moment you're approved, you get to shop the market with the exact same leverage as a cash buyer. You hold all the cards. You don't have to tolerate inflated dealer markups just because you're tied to their house program. And you never have a compromise on a smaller, less efficient machine just because it's the only physical inventory they have left on the lot. Don't let changing dealer inventory or supply chain delays dictate how fast your business can scale its operations. Protect your credit, save your time, and lock in your buying power before you ever hit the pavement. Head over to jocovafinancial.com. Secure your 90-day market-wide pre-approval today and shop for your next commercial asset with absolute confidence.